This prepares the bishop for development. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This is not the right idea. This is the only move that works. This is recaptures. The queen is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This move puts the queen on a safer square. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. That's fine. That's an unfortunate error. This misses an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Takes back. There were worse moves, but also something much better. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Right on target. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This overlooks an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This is the only good move. The knight finds a new active square. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This is the strongest option. Black's knight has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This moves the queen to safety. One of the best moves. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This moves the rook to safety. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win a rook through a fork. This kicks a knight. This misses an opportunity to take an outpost with a knight. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. This is a fair move. This overlooks an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This misses a much better move. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This move puts the queen on a safer square. Very precise. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This overlooks an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. The bishop finds a new active square. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. A solid choice. This allows the opponent to kick a bishop. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. Right on target. Recaptures. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This is the strongest option. This overlooks an opportunity to defend a bishop that was under attack. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. The rook is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This threatens to eventually win a rook. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This defends the attacked pawn. This attacks white's pawn chain. This overlooks an opportunity to take an open file with a rook. This permits the opponent to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic. The rook was sacrificed, a stunning move. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This threatens to win a knight through a skewer. This wins time by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. This moves the rook to safety. This overlooks an opportunity to block an attack on a vulnerable pawn. Very precise. This threatens to win a knight by pinning a piece to the king. Right on target. This is the only move that works. This steps away from the checking rook. This threatens to eventually win material. That's fine. This is the strongest option. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking knight. This misses an opportunity to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. This misses an opportunity to defend a bishop that was under attack. White was worse off, but now they are in a losing position. This is the only move that works. This protects the attacked knight. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. Placing a rook behind an opposing passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. This is the only good move. This moves the bishop to safety. A very strong play. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This is the way to win a pawn. This kicks a rook. This wins a pawn. This steps away from the checking rook. This is not the right idea. There were worse moves, but also something much better. Very precise. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win a pawn through a fork. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Pushing a passed pawn. Right on target. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. One of the best moves. This is the strongest option. The knight finds a new active square. This protects the attacked pawn. This evades the check from the rook. Very precise. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. A solid choice. Pushing a passed pawn. A very strong play. This puts a rook behind a passed pawn, helping it to promote. This is the way to win a knight. Right on target. That knight was free for the taking. Pushing a passed pawn. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This leaves a pawn without defenders. This is a fair move. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This isolates a pawn, which is a weakness. This threatens to eventually win a bishop. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win a bishop. This is the strongest option. Very precise. One of the best moves. This steps away from the checking rook. Right on target. Black still has an advantage, but they no longer have a winning position. Black was better off, but now their position is winning. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. Very precise. This steps away from the checking rook. This move puts the rook on a safer square. A very strong play. This puts the rook behind the other player's passed pawn. Right on target. That's fine. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the strongest option. That pawn was free for the taking. One of the best moves. A solid choice. This loses a pawn. That was a free pawn. This moves the rook to safety. This defends the attacked pawn. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This steps away from the checking bishop. This moves the rook to safety. A very strong play. This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders.